Uxie is one of the 3 lake guardians of Sinnoh said to represent knowledge. According to the legend, Uxie was created by Arceus alongside Mesprit and Azelf to bring balance to the human spirit. It resides deep within Lake Acuity, only revealing itself to those it deems worthy. Uxie's Pokédex entries describe it as having a power to erase the memories of anyone who sees its eyes, highlighting its overwhelming psychic presence. Unlike more aggressive legendaries, Uxie is a defensive powerhouse, symbolizing the stability and clarity that knowledge brings. In battle, it has exceptional defense and special defense, making it more of a protector than an attacker. Its calm nature and stoic expression reinforce its role as the wise guardian among the trio. Uxie is often seen meditating or floating peacefully, disconnected from emotion. Its role in Sinnoh's lore emphasizes the importance of intellect and reflection, serving as a counterbalance to the chaotic ambitions of others. Mesprit represents emotion and is the most relatable and human-like of the Lake Guardians. It dwells in Lake Verity and is said to have gifted the world with the ability to feel joy, sorrow, and love. The Pokédex even claims that Mesprit's presence at birth instills humans with the capacity to feel. Of the trio, Mesprit is the most elusive. After being disturbed from the lake, it roams the Sinnoh region, appearing randomly and then fleeing, which adds a layer of emotional unpredictability to both its lore and gameplay. Its battle style reflects balance, with well-rounded stats but no clear specialization, symbolizing the highs and lows of human emotion. Mesprit's connection to the heart is reflected in its design. Soft colors, flowing shape, and gentle demeanor. Despite this, it's not to be underestimated. In the anime and games, Mesprit often acts as the emotional compass, guiding others through grief, hope, or crisis. Together with Uxie and Azelf, Mesprit forms the emotional pillar of Sinnoh's spiritual balance. Azelf completes the Lake Guardian trio as the embodiment of willpower. It is said to have given humans the determination and resolve to act in the face of fear. According to Sinnoh mythology, without Azelf, people would be unable to make decisions or stand up for themselves. It rests deep within Lake Valor, only awakening when the world faces true crisis. In contrast to Uxie's defense and Mesprit's balance, Azelf is a highly offensive powerhouse, boasting strong attack and special attack stats. This reflects its symbolic role, the spark that drives action. In gameplay, it rewards bold, decisive players who strike first and hit hard, much like its lore suggests. Azelf is portrayed as courageous and fearless, often putting itself in danger to protect others. It plays a critical role in Pokémon Platinum's story, where the Lake Trio resists Team Galactic's efforts to harness their power. Together with Uxie and Mesprit, Azelf maintains the emotional and spiritual stability of the world. Thought, feeling, and action unified. Dialga is one of the Sinnoh's creation trio, said to be created by Arceus to govern the very flow of time. Residing in Mount Coronet's Spear Pillar, Dialga is a steel dragon-type legendary whose heartbeat is said to move time forward. When Dialga was born, time began, a concept that cements its place as a foundational being in the Pokémon universe. In Pokémon Diamond, Dialga is the game's mascot and central to Team Galactic's plot. Cyrus seeks to manipulate Dialga's powers to reshape reality, demonstrating just how dangerous control over time can be. In battle, Dialga is incredibly powerful, with access to Roar of Time, a devastating signature move that literally tears through the fabric of time. Dialga's design evokes metallic machinery and celestial presence, symbolizing the unstoppable march of time. Despite its immense power, it's not inherently destructive. It exists to maintain balance, not destroy it. Dialga stands as a timeless guardian, watching over the world from the shadows of creation. Palkia is the second member of Sinnoh's creation trio, formed by Arceus to govern the dimension of space. Said to reside in a spatial rift connected to Mount Coronet, Palkia's existence maintains the structure of the universe itself. Legends claim that space expands with each breath it takes, emphasizing the scale of its power. As the mascot of Pokémon Pearl, Palkia plays a central role in Team Galactic's plan to reshape reality. Cyrus aims to control Palkia's power to create a new universe, one free of spirit. Palkia's typing, Water Dragon, reflects its smooth, flowing control over the boundaries between dimensions. Its signature move, Spatial Rend, tears through space itself, dealing heavy damage with a high critical hit ratio. Palkia's design merges mythology and sci-fi, featuring armored plating, a pearl-shaped orb on its shoulder, and an almost alien silhouette. Despite its cosmic power, Palkia is portrayed not as malevolent, but as a protector of spatial order, only reacting when the balance is disturbed. Palkia represents the endless reach of mystery of space, a force that expands far beyond human comprehension. Giratina is the most feared of the creation trio, representing antimatter and ruling over a parallel dimension known as the Distortion World. According to legend, Arceus banished Giratina for its violent nature, exiling it to this twisted realm where time and space do not flow normally. Unlike Dialga and Palkia, Giratina embodies chaos, reflection, and the unknown. It has two forms: Altered Form, its grounded serpent-like state, and Origin Form, a floating serpentine version more in tune with its true power. In Pokemon Platinum, Giratina plays a major role as the force that pulls Cyrus into the Distortion World, correcting the imbalance caused by the misuse of Dialga and Palkia. Its typing, Ghost Dragon, perfectly captures its otherworldly and spectral presence, and its signature move, Shadow Force, allows it to vanish and strike through dimensions, reinforcing its ties to reality distortion. Giratina isn't evil. It's a cosmic enforcer, appearing only when balance is broken. It's a legend shrouded in shadows, a guardian of the boundaries no one understands. Heatran is a unique legendary Pokemon that dwells deep within volcanic caves, particularly Stark Mountain in Sinnoh. According to the Pokédex, it was formed from magma, and its body is still partially molten, with cross-shaped metal claws that allow it to cling to ceilings and rocky surfaces. Heatran is one of the few legendaries to have a gender, and while it's not part of a trio or a duo, it's still classified as legendary due to its rarity and power. Heatran is a Fire-Steel type, a rare and potent combination that grants it high resistance to many attack types. Its signature move, Magma Storm, traps opponents in a whirlpool of fire, symbolizing its territorial nature. Despite not being central to Sinnoh's mythological narrative, Heatran is still considered a powerful protector of the Earth's core and volcanic ecosystems. In lore, it is said that Heatran was born during the formation of the Sinnoh region's mountains, making it a primeval force tied to creation through fire. It's not divine like Dialga or Palkia, but it's dangerous and unpredictable, fitting its volcanic roots. Heatran represents the uncontrolled natural chaos of the Earth, lurking in the shadows of more cosmic legends. Regigigas is the master of the Regi trio from Generation 3 and is said to have dragged the continents into place with ropes. Found in Snowpoint Temple in Sinnoh, Regigigas remains dormant until a trainer brings Regirock, Regice, and Registeel, reflecting its ancient bond with creation and order. Regigigas is a normal-type legendary with immense raw strength, boasting sky-high attack, but it's balanced by its signature ability, Slow Start, which halves its power for the first 5 turns. This reflects the lore that its strength is so great it must be contained, a sleeping god that takes time to fully awaken. Unlike most legendaries, Regigigas feels like a forgotten titan, ancient and silent, only stirring when its elemental creations return to it. Its blank stare and stone-like design suggest it is more construct than creature, a being of pure force and forgotten purpose. Regigigas stands as a symbol of ancient power, order, and restraint, silently waiting in the frozen depths for those worthy to challenge it. Cresselia is a Psychic-type legendary Pokemon known as the embodiment of the Crescent Moon. It represents peaceful dreams and healing, and serves as the direct counterpart to the mythical Pokemon Darkrai, who causes nightmares. According to Sinnoh folklore, Cresselia's feathers can dispel nightmares, bringing restful sleep to anyone it touches. It is seen as a symbol of hope and serenity, appearing during clear moonlit nights. Found on Full Moon Island in Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, Cresselia begins to roam the Sinnoh region once disturbed, much like Mesprit. Catching it becomes a game of patience as it frequently flees from battle. In combat, Cresselia excels in defensive and support roles, boasting high HP and special defense, often used to stall and outlast opponents. Its elegant, lunar-themed design, with flowing ribbons and crescent features, reinforces its connection to the moon and the subconscious. While Darkrai represents fear and nightmares, Cresselia is the beacon of comfort and protection, offering balance to Sinnoh's dreamscape mythology. Though not central to the main creation lore, Cresselia adds depth to the region's mythical balance, embodying tranquility, restoration, and celestial beauty. Cobalion is one of the Swords of Justice, a trio of legendary Pokemon in the Unova region inspired by the Three Musketeers. Representing the Steel Fighting type, Cobalion is seen as the leader and guardian of the group. It embodies the ideal of resolute protection, particularly of Pokemon mistreated by humans. According to Unova legend, Cobalion once led a revolt to defend Pokemon from human conflict, showcasing its strong moral compass and unshakable courage. Cobalion is calm and level-headed, often acting as the strategic mind of the group. It resides in Mistralton Cave and tests only those with strong resolve. Its Iron Will ability is not just lore, it manifests in battle through solid defenses and speed, allowing it to control the pace of the fight. Its typing gives it many resistances, making it ideal for enduring battles and leading from the front. Cobalion's design, with metallic blue armor and sharp antlers, reinforces its commanding presence. It's not aggressive, but it doesn't hesitate to fight when justice is at stake. Among the legendaries, Cobalion stands out as a symbol of leadership, discipline, and protection. Terrakion, another member of the Swords of Justice, is the rock fighting type powerhouse of the trio. Known for its brute strength and destructive force, Terrakion represents the spirit of a bulwark warrior, a protector who will tear down walls and barriers to save others. It's said that in ancient times, Terrakion crushed fortresses and tore through enemy strongholds to help Pokemon escape from human aggression. In stark contrast to Cobalion's calm demeanor, Terrakion is fierce and imposing, driven by a deep sense of duty. Found in Victory Road in black and white, it waits for challengers who show true strength and determination. In battle, Terrakion boasts incredible attack and speed, with access to powerful moves like Sacred Sword and Stone Edge, making it a feared offensive threat. Terrakion's design resembles a stone-clad beast, giving it a primal juggernaut-like presence. Though it seems brutal, its actions are driven by a protective instinct, not malice. It's a reminder that sometimes force is necessary to protect the innocent. Together with Cobalion and Virizion, Terrakion embodies justice through action, standing for courage, strength, and righteous defiance. Virizion is the third member of the Swords of Justice, representing the ideal of compassion and swift defense. A grass fighting type, Virizion stands for elegance, speed, and precise action. According to Unova's lore, it uses its incredible agility to shield Pokemon from harm, slicing down threats with blade-like horns before they can strike. Virizion contrasts Terrakion's brute strength with grace and agility. Its green, deer-like appearance and sleek form reflect its ties to nature and balance. Found in Pinwheel Forest in Black and White 2, or Rumination Field, it emerges only for trainers who display respect for both strength and kindness. It's known for moving like the wind and cutting down threats with lethal precision, often before they even realize what hit them. In battle, Virizion shines with high speed and special defense, making it difficult to take down. It symbolizes that justice isn't always loud or forceful, it can be quiet, strategic, and swift. With Sacred Sword in its arsenal and a strong bond to its fellow swordsmen, Virizion completes the trio as the spirit of protection through grace and decisiveness. Tornadus is part of the Forces of Nature trio and is the only pure flying-type legendary Pokemon. In Pokemon Black, Tornadus is a roaming legendary, flying through Unova and stirring up destructive winds and storms. Inspired by wind gods in mythology, Tornadus represents chaotic, unpredictable weather, often appearing in legends as a bringer of calamity. Tornadus has two forms: incarnate form, resembling a green, muscular genie riding a cloud, and Therian form, which transforms it into a majestic, bird-like creature. Its incarnate form emphasizes raw power, while the Therian version focuses on speed and grace in the skies. Tornadus' presence can affect the environment, destroying crops and causing storms, making it feared by many in ancient Unovan tales. In battle, Tornadus is fast and offensive, excelling with moves like Hurricane and U-Turn. Its mobility makes it hard to pin down, much like its behavior in the wild. Though not inherently evil, Tornadus embodies the raw, unchecked force of nature, reminding us how powerful and volatile the weather can be when untamed. Thundurus is the electric flying-type counterpart to Tornadus and also a member of the Forces of Nature. In Pokemon White, Thundurus roams the Unova region, trailing lightning storms and destructive energy. According to legend, its arrival causes thunder to rumble and lightning to shatter the sky, leaving a wake of devastation. It is feared by people for its volatile power and revered as a godlike force of nature. Thundurus has two forms: incarnate form, which emphasizes special attack and speed, and Therian form, which gives it a more grounded, beast-like design and improved bulk. It's often portrayed as more aggressive and unpredictable than Tornadus, frequently clashing with it in ancient legends. The two are said to have caused so much destruction that Landorus had to intervene to restore balance. In battle, Thundurus is incredibly versatile, able to run both offensive and support sets with abilities like Prankster for Incarnate or Volt Absorb for Therian, with access to moves like Thunderbolt, Thunderwave, and Nasty Plot. It can quickly turn the tide of battle. Thundurus symbolizes the destructive side of natural energy, raw, untamed, and relentless. Landorus, the third and final member of the Forces of Nature, is the ground flying type legendary that serves as a stabilizing figure in Unova's mythology. Unlike Tornadus and Thundurus, who bring storms and destruction, Landorus is a protector of the land, said to calm the skies and bless the soil, making crops grow and villages thrive. Because of this, it is often called the Guardian of the Fields. In lore, Landorus appears when the other two wreak havoc, acting as a mediator to restore peace. It resides at the Abundant Shrine, a sacred place that honors its role as a force of balance. Its design is more grounded, with a bulky lion-like appearance in Therian form and a towering genie look in Incarnate form. Landorus is a dominant force in competitive battling thanks to its excellent typing, powerful Earthquake, and the ability Intimidate in its Therian form. It balances high attack with strong defensive capabilities, making it both a wall and a powerhouse. More than any of the trio, Landorus represents the harmony between power and protection, serving as a symbol of nature's ability to destroy, but also to heal. Reshiram is a dragon fire-type legendary and one of the central figures in Unova's Tau trio, representing truth. According to Unovan mythology, it was once one with Zekrom and Kyurem, but split apart during a conflict over ideals and truth. Reshiram embodies the belief that truth should guide one's actions, even if the truth is harsh or inconvenient. As the mascot of Pokemon Black, Reshiram is pursued by Team Plasma and its leader N, who believes Reshiram's power could reshape the world for Pokemon's sake. Reshiram responds only to a trainer whose heart aligns with truth over blind idealism, making it a judge of character as much as a partner in battle. In battle, Reshiram is both elegant and powerful, wielding the signature move Blue Flare, a devastating fire-type attack. Its unique typing gives it strength against many threats, and its design, feathery, draconic, and radiant, symbolizes purity and divine fire. Reshiram is a force of reason, clarity, and self-awareness, asking trainers not just what they want to achieve, but why. It's not just a dragon, it's a living embodiment of truth. Zekrom is the dragon electric-type counterpart to Reshiram, representing ideals. In Unovan legend, it split from the original dragon alongside Reshiram when two brothers, each pursuing different philosophies, came into conflict. Zekrom sides with those who act upon their beliefs, seeking a world that matches their vision of justice or progress. In Pokemon White, Zekrom is the legendary sought by N, who wishes to create a new world where Pokemon are free. Zekrom responds to this desire for change, showing that even imperfect ideals can hold power if they come from genuine conviction. Zekrom is physically imposing, powered by the electricity it generates from its tail turbine, and strikes with its signature move Bolt Strike, a thunderous attack symbolizing the clash of belief and reality. Its design is sleek, mechanical, and intimidating, resembling a living generator of hope and force. While Reshiram burns with truth, Zekrom electrifies the skies with purpose, reminding trainers that without ideals, change cannot begin. It represents the will to pursue a better world, even if the path is difficult or uncertain. Kyurem is the final member of the Tau trio and the embodiment of what was left behind when Reshiram and Zekrom split from the original dragon. A dragon ice type, Kyurem represents absence, emptiness, and balance lost. Unlike Reshiram and Zekrom, who embody truth and ideals, Kyurem is the hollow shell of their origin, a being without purpose or completion. In Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, Kyurem takes center stage, manipulated by Getsis, who fuses it with either Reshiram or Zekrom using the DNA slicers, resulting in White Kyurem or Black Kyurem. These forms represent forced reunification, unnatural and unstable, showing the danger of power without understanding. Kyurem is found in the Giant Chasm, an eerie, frozen wasteland that mirrors its cold and incomplete nature. Its design is jagged, asymmetrical, and partially frozen, hinting that it's both damaged and restrained. In battle, Kyurem boasts impressive stats and the signature move Glaciate, slowing opponents with a chilling blast. Despite its lack of an emotional core, Kyurem is not evil. It is a symbol of what remains when ideals and truth are divided, a creature seeking unity and wholeness. Among all legendary Pokemon, Kyurem is the most tragic, defined not by what it is, but by what it used to be. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe for more deep dive Pokemon content, and let us know in the comments, which legendary do you think has the coolest lore or design? And if you haven't already, check out part 1, where we covered all the legendaries from generations 1 to 3. And stay tuned for part 3, where we'll break down the legendary Pokemon from Kalos, Alola, Galar, and beyond.